Hopefully you guys are watching this before tomorrow. Cue the fire, because you are going to witness $4 trillion going right out the back door. And how about that economy? Talk about a dumpster fire. You notice his nose was broken? Chinese products, not what they used to be. Look at that. There. Our economy. So what do you guys want first? How the stock market is going to go to zero? Or would you like to talk about the economy? And how almost all of you, which I will show you, are living paycheck to paycheck. You're just one paycheck away from, oh my gosh, we can't make it, Julie, flap fast. I mean, if that's what your wife's name is, Julie, and you make her fap faster, then that was, I did not mean to say that. My brain is currently not working because I don't know if you caught this, but I am on day number 4. And no, I will not take a day off because it's people like this that I have to protect you. What are we doing, Jimmy? See? He's been telling you to go long. The bear market is over. You can go all in, kids, when you have Johnny Bravo on this side of your screen telling you, oh, you want to see it? I'll show it to you in the charts what it's going to look like. Because in a recession, which we are not in, it doesn't bode well for the stonk market, which doesn't look that bad. Oh, wait, never mind. Looks like a gigantic dumpster fire. And now the news is like, oh, it's because what the Fed said. No, it's not because what the Fed. The market would have crashed yesterday, Dumbo. But the news always wants to tie a narrative on why the stock market goes up or why the stock market goes down. So let's take a look at, oh, meet Kevin stocks. I didn't. Oh, how's his? He just opened one. Oh, down today. Oh, it's really down. All right, I just like to, keep track of people in my space. And look at those numbers down. Oh, this was another YouTuber pumped this one. This is that tattooed chef. That didn't go over well. I mean, that one went from almost $30, $28 to 1. That was another YouTuber. I won't name names, GoPro. For those of you that know, you have a good little chuckle. But here, okay, so let me go over some, the green bar over there. That is a recession, okay? I can turn it on because I'm using TradingView, and that's a little indicator I can put up. See this white line, that Fed tightening? And yes, I'll go over the doom and gloom in just a second. Now you're all fired. That's when the things that when you produce, which companies are not producing right now, everything's looking bad. Well, you wait, give it a few more weeks, because the layoffs come in January, even though all the news media is laying off right now. Like these guys, Wall Street Journal, bye. And I actually have a funny clip of everyone in there going, wait, no, you can't do this to us. Yeah, sorry, free market. I mean, how many people just canceled their subscription? They're just like, nope, woke, broke. Green line. See how the stock market took a dumpster dive? Oh, also, by the way, you're about 1.5% from hitting your CTA dump zone. I'll get to that in just a second. That's when all the computers sell everything. And as Biden would say, we're about 1 inch. But looking about, this was 07, 08, we took a haircut, something that I cannot get because I would lose at least half of my power. So this one, 50 down, you lose over half of your money, which we're not even there yet. We're not in the capitulation yet. This is just, this is like your denial phase. See, we're going to go from that all the way down there. Why is that? It's because of that. This thing, the bond market is telling you that all hell is going to break loose. Hasn't broken loose yet. Also, just to let you guys know, I love your comments in the comment section. You are sarcastic and you are funny, and I love you. And when people roast on me for my titles and thumbnails, that's because they don't get it, but that's okay. You get it because you sit at the popular table, right? We don't allow those kids over here. We are down. This was, remember Y2K, down almost 50%. About the 90s, down 16%. How about the 70s? Much better music, almost 50%. Much better music in the 70s than the 90s. How about them roaring 30s? Yeah, the 20s treated you nice. The 30s did not. Down just about everything. And this is... yeah, 80 was 85%, and then we did it again. That is why we buy and we sell on this channel. We don't hodl. I mean, there's so much money to be made. And I know I can't give financial advice, but you know what? If the S&P 500 does drop below 12, you should $12, you should probably go all in. Your buy zone should probably be between the $4 range and the $10. That's where you want to accumulate. Oh, and really quick, I wanted to head over to my hood trade. How's that one playing out from Tuesday? Wow, what is wrong with my computer? What is this? Where's it going? Oh, it's on the monthly. Sorry about that. Reconfigure my little lines here from almost 40 something bucks. Come on, Vlad couldn't pull this one out. And I said, you put in the short right there. You make money from whatever it was at all the way down there. I know a lot of you are like, I call BS on this guy. Prove it. I'm like, okay, I'll do it every day since I have to work every single day of my life. Here, it was in Tuesdays. And I do new ones every single day. EMB, oh, there's your hood. I said, oh, there, grab it. And then I even tell you what pattern it is. See, the flagpole, pennant, break money. No, it says $100 a month. Don't click the link in the description. You can get it for 20. But do not do this one. I will come to your house and I will spank you until you do that one. My bear market money. You need to know. I see the comments. I'm like, I hear you. You're like, I probably should have taken the course. No, it says 1,000, but I'm doing that one day today because I need you guys to stop doing my watch list and actually know how to do it first. You're like, I know I can fly this plane. I watched Airplane yesterday. I mean, worst case scenario, my co-pilot inflates and we are good. But one night or $200 for all of my courses today. Please, if you're missing the swing trade, if you're missing something, you're like, I've been waiting all year. Today is your day there, Jeffrey. So just in case, the Wall Street Journal, if you are a very far left journalist, and now you're like, shoot, what should I do now? I don't have a job. And I tell you, create your own job, right? Sell things. Hey, free market. Why companies do layoffs around Christmas? Coming in from Wall Street Journal, who's laying off. Oh wait, I think it's New York Post. I might be getting them mixed up a little bit. My apologies. But you guys got to hear this little town hall. Listen.
All into a grievance session for the day. I'm sorry.
You just ask the question.
Brad, you talked about positions getting eliminated. What are you going to do to protect people's jobs?
He's like, there's the capitalist, comes on. Sorry, kids.
Are they going to be treated like the magazine staffers were?
We'll have more information as we move forward. Thank you very much.
And how will your position be decided?
You seem to be disrespecting this.
But getting back to, you get fired, you get laid off. What do you do? If I was a news person, I would create my own news platform. And if it doesn't work out, well, that means you probably suck magical crystal balls. That's just how it is. There's a demand for good content, and there is no demand for bad content. I'm sure you have excuses on why you don't succeed. Here is a shoulder. You can cry on it. Okay, so getting back to magical crystal balls, we have Jessica Dickler. Share of Americans living paycheck to paycheck rises to 63%. I just said 63%. Next month, guarantee you it'll be 69%. I just have a feeling. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck, fix it. Sell mistletoe. I mean, I did. I was probably 9. Sell things on Amazon. Oh, and stop doing the watching football in 2 hours and 36 minutes. I guess I got to hurry up with this. Look, I just put in Tesla. What could we sell? A Tesla toy car. I mean, definitely sell something that's not going to get you sued. I mean, which Tesla toy car do you want to sell? It's so stupid. Well, since I have a reservation and this one doesn't exist yet, I mean, can you get sued for a product that doesn't even exist? How much? And probably the only guy on the interwebs selling this. This guy's making $10,000. He has a gray one. Good job, E-Rock. He has a blue one. My apologies too for putting you on black. It was an accident, E-Rock. I did not know. This guy's making 10 grand, 20 grand, 25, 30 grand a month. And yes, it costs him money to make it. I mean, let's just say he walks away with 15 grand a month cash. Would that help you? If you don't like that, then trade it. You're like, that's too difficult for me. And yes, since I am a scammer, I have a course on how to, that almost killed me, creating, because I create products and I sell them. Like, hello, whatever. That's just what I do. I figured it's passive income. I click a button, it comes to their door. I think people are going to buy things online. If you want that one too, that one's what, $200, $199? Come on. And I know people give me a hard time. Oh, scammer. Okay, go take my college course when I taught at university. Pay $5,000. Pay $500,000. Or you could just trade this. Sorry, ADHD. My brain gets ahead of my mouth. Or you can just trade the Tesla instead of creating the car. My price target on this one, by the way, this is in the course too. I said this is exactly what is going to happen. And oh boy, I got heat because the cult is strong with Tesla. 254, the big red 254. Yeah, that's where I took out my position. I exited half there, 50%, 50% there. And some of you guys are like, what should we do with Tesla now? Well, the price target's all the way down there. So I would wait for a pullback and then whack-a-mole. Guys, just to clear the air on why I do what I do, it's because I love you and I want to help you. Same reason why I taught high school kids or junior high or elementary school kids or college kids. And I figured out the only way, see this? See this? Here, let me pull it off the desk. The only way, I'm going to call the president right now. I'm sure he'll, no, Skylar is not, he's taken the day off. The only way to survive is to make a product. That's it. Make a product, hire people to do it, solve problems, because it is those people that are the 1%. The only way you're going to survive this 63% paycheck to paycheck, 80%, 90%, 100%. Government's not going to help you. They'll help you, but then they'll take all of your freedoms and liberties away. And I always say, if you guys have another solution, put it in the comments section. Help a brother out. I have found in my life that clocking in and clocking out and being told what to do all day, being in the military, being a teacher, law enforcement, private investigation, like it wasn't until I started businesses that I'm like, hey, I like that. I mean, owning a day spa with like 40 chicks in there, that was a little rough. I sold that after 3.5 years. Great profit though. And I have learned that every year I just start up another business. Some, mistletoe. How much is it going to cost you, right? Others, it costs me a little bit more. I mean, YouTube, free. And then I get to hang out with cool people like you. Then you tell me, Bravo, you need to take a day off. And I say, I don't want to take a day off. I really love doing this. I mean, wouldn't you like to have a job that you truly wake up going, I can't wait. And with that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for your support, for your love, for pushing the likes and the subscribes and the share, even though you probably don't share it with anyone. YouTube probably goes, wow, they want to share it. Must be pretty good. Oh, and really quickly, before I forget, public service announcement. I actually did forget. I finished the whole video and I forgot the most important article. Why stocks are tumbling ahead of tomorrow's giant $4 trillion. I remember this. Okay. $4 trillion options expiry. And I promised myself to never speak options because I don't ever want to confuse. I scaffold. Okay. Like that's what I do. Start a business, swing trade, learn more technicals, then move into options because you have so many different options. That is why they're called options, because you have a lot of options, but I'll confuse everyone. Over the weekend, we predicted that with the market stubbornly range-bound, kind of, you are in a zone. That would be that orange line there, but you can see the trend is your friend until the end, and it goes to zero, and then you have a CTA dump zone. We got up right in that wedge. And just like in my courses, I said it's going to break, and it did. And now we have to go down. I mean, if that little blue line would have got above that little orange line and stayed above it, that's where you scrap everything. You're like, it's all off the table. But the article says it will be this week that $4 trillion, $3.7 trillion in options expires. And also, as this article goes on, I don't know if they're getting this from Nomura or not. The CTAs, these are You got to be careful on what you put out on the interwebs. You can get in trouble because they know where the computers sell. They know where the computers buy. And you can't really go on, and say, hey, this is what's going to happen. Well, unless you subscribe to this channel, I will walk the line for you. Speaking of CTAs, we noticed last night that a big drop threatens to trigger both the medium and short-term selling triggers. And also, in regards to selling pressures, something that you guys need, I'll try to make it really simple. You see, if I can teach it to a high school kid and no hands go up, which I never really taught options in school, it was hard enough to explain a short position that you can make money going down. Like, I don't understand. Market only go up. So there is put options right now. That's betting that the market's going to go down. Buying a put option is really cheap right now. So maybe you should. You see, you're like, wow, it's so cheap. I might as well purchase a put option. A call option, relatively expensive. My goal next year is just to really hone in on the simplicity of options. Pray for me. The VIX, I wanted to show you the VIX. I go back to this now and then. This is the volatility. You've been so low. And actually, you still are low. We are in this range, but you watch. Now, see, now you head lower and then you head higher. You break this little white line right there, okay? Now you've broken this triangle. Next spot, 36. That blue line is called a liquidity crisis. This is showing you that there is a whole lot of risk. Not yet, but towards the middle or beginning. Where do I have? Oh, I have it. It's already drawn. June. That's middle, right? That is where this thing breaks, sending the market to crazy zone. Kind of like right here. Oh, hey, look. Same fracking pattern. Oh, hey, that was where we had a recession. That was our liquidity crisis. This was March. Remember, March, the good old years. You like to go back to 2019. Look at that. Oof. And that's where we had a recession, right? And this right here, let me move it, is where you're going to put in another recession. Then you're going to watch the VIX take off, and then people will say, finally, bravo, you got one right. So cue the fire. I am going to go take a hot shower, and I will be all better tomorrow, right? Yes. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.